Josh the Goods Woods Lethal.
His best option there because
that pin put him in more pain because it sent that hyperintention more. There you go.
Woods knows what a big win it would be to beat Lethal in the ring, too. It's Woods following this with a backhand. Lethal connects with a dropkick, sends Woods to the outside. But Lethal likes to hit this as well, the dive through the ropes. And Woods giving an opening. Lethal injection, caught! Oh! Catches him in a choke! Lethal hangs on to Woods' ankle, but it's Woods has an answer for everything. That's a Splado! Splado! That's a Splado! He's doing Woods is BJ Lethal! Woods is BJ Lethal!
He is representing Shane Taylor Promotions.
You take
Shane
as good as you dish it out.
Taylor.
If you can.
Brody King.
He's a hybrid. Oh my God. Yeah.
Whoa! Cannonball connects! Boot caught, and it's Taylor with an opening here. And this is the smarts of Shane Taylor. Using every part of the ring, gonna drape him here. DDT plants him on the outside. Taylor lining up King. Oh, God! Took the barricade out. He's got him up. Oh! Spicoli driver into the corner. But he's gonna try here. Oh! Driver snaps him down.
That's the second time Shane Taylor's been on his head.
Two. Oh, Taylor got him.
Got him. That'll do it.
Cover. 2, 2.5, 2 and 7/8. And it's King.
Back to his feet. Are you kidding me?
Big bad Brody King. Oh, burning lariat. Drives it down.
You could knock him slam. He's out. He's out cold.
2, 3.
Yeah, he's out cold.
The winner of this match, Brody King.
I'm Quinn McKay, and I'm here to update you on everything going on in Ring of Honor for the week. We are firing on all cylinders as we prepare for Final Battle on pay-per-view on Friday, December 18th, which also just so happens to be my birthday. On the latest edition of ROH TV, we saw Brody King climb to the top of the World Championship rankings as he defeated Shane Taylor in an unbelievable match. I was able to get comments from Brody immediately following the bout, so let's go to those now. I'm Quinn McKay, backstage at Ring... Brody! Hi, Brody King. Brody, I have a very important question for you, okay?
Is my trunks crushed velvet? No, they're not today.
No, they're not, but they are beautiful and sparkly and intimidating. However, you have beaten former Ring of Honor World Champion Dalton Castle. You have just beaten Ring of Honor former television champion Shane Taylor. So who's next for Just Violence?
You said it yourself, Quinn. 2 former champions in 2 matches. I'd say it's all speaking for itself. That final battle, Roosh, I'm coming for that title. This is Ring of Honor. This is what it's supposed to be. Violence is the answer.
Try it again. Violence. It's never gonna happen. Brody King is coming for the current ROH World Champion Roosh, and so far, Brody has been an unstoppable juggernaut with his eye on the top prize in Ring of Honor. Also, last week we saw Josh the Goods Woods get the biggest win of his ROH career by defeating the franchise, Jay Lethal, in a Pure Rules match. I talked to Josh, and this is what he had to say following that. I'm Quinn McKay, backstage at Ring of Honor. Josh Woods just defeated Jay Lethal, the franchise. Josh Woods, get over here. How does it feel?
I mean, words are so hard right now. You know, beating someone like Jay Lethal, it's amazing. But, you know, I'm here for the Pure Rules. This tournament was made for someone like me. I may not have gotten as far as I wanted to. That doesn't mean my ride's over. All right, I'm here to bring back what Ring of Honor is all about, the foundation of what this company was built on. And Pure Wrestling is just starting out right now, babe. We're going all the way to the top. Man, I wish Silas was here. He'd be so proud. So good.
That win skyrockets Josh Woods up the ranks, and don't be surprised if Josh gets a shot at gold very soon. I know I wouldn't be, and I'm pretty smart. On the next episode of ROH TV, we will see 2 huge matches that you cannot miss. Mike Bennett is back and wasting no time. This weekend, he goes to war with former friend Vincent one-on-one. Let's take a closer look at that match now.
With Vinny, I don't really want to call him Vincent because I think that's foolish. He's Vinny. He's always been Vinny. I don't know what he's trying to portray now. It's disgusting to me.
Mike, I'm a little confused, man. Why am I the bad guy? Man, didn't you do Matt Taven the favor and bring him here to give him everything that he wanted? It's almost like when Matt Taven looks into my eyes, it's like looking into a mirror. Taven, when you destroyed your knee, didn't Mike leave you all by yourself, man? To the point where I was all you had left. I didn't mind because that's what brought me here in the first place.
When you guys formed the new kingdom, he reached out to me and he asked me, is this cool? Are you okay with this? Like, is this something you're on board with? And he was Vinny. He wasn't Vincent. Yeah. He was Vinny. So instantly, I know his family. I know everything about him. I was like, yeah, of course it's cool. You're one of us. You'll always be one of us. You let someone borrow something, you give something to someone, and you expect that if they're gonna return it to you, it's just how you gave it to them. I'm pissed off. I am really, really pissed off. And a pissed off, motivated, hungry, driven Mike Bennett is not somebody I would want to mess with.
Matt, I want you to do me a favor. Tell Bennett that this is the biggest mistake he's ever made. Since you.
Also on the next episode of ROH TV, you will see the return of a former ROH Pure Champion. It's been a long time, and this weekend, John Walters returns to face Hot Sauce Tracy Williams in a Pure Rules match. Let's hear from both of those athletes now.
Making it to the finals of the Ring of Honor Pure title tournament, that was part of the vision, but my vision was winning the Pure Championship. I didn't do that, but the other part of that vision was sharing that ring with Jonathan Gresham, because leading up to that tournament, I knew that he was the one that was going to be in the finals with me. I knew that in order for me to prove myself as one of the best technical wrestlers in the world, he was the person that I needed to beat, that I needed to see in that ring, and I did. Only I didn't win the Pure Championship as I planned to. Instead, what happened was Jonathan and I further formed a bond, and we decided that it was up to us to rebuild this company on the foundation that we needed to build it on. The foundation of Pure Wrestling. To move Pure Wrestling to the forefront of this company once again. And we took a lot of steps to do that. But the journey continues now. When people talk about the legends of Ring of Honor, when people look back at the top guys in this company, they go down a very familiar list of names. They talk about, the AJ Styles, the Samoa Joes, the CM Punks. They go down that list of names, but a lot of people stop short of mentioning John Walters. But to guys like me, to wrestlers like me around the world, John Walters is right there with everybody on that list because he is Pure Wrestling. He is Ring of Honor. He proved that in his time here, but a lot of people forget about it. But John, I didn't forget about it. So when I think about the list of names of people that I want to face, that I dream to face here in Ring of Honor, you're right at the top, John. Back in 2005, when John Walters was the reigning Ring of Honor Pure Champion, he was dethroned by Jay Lethal. Jay Lethal, the man that I just made tap out in the middle of the ring in the Ring of Honor Pure title tournament. But actually not the same Jay Lethal, because when Jay Lethal defeated John Walters, he was a 19-year-old kid. I just defeated the Jay Lethal that has worldwide experience, that has decades of wrestling under his belt. I defeated that Jay Lethal. So John Walters, I hope that lets you know what you're up against. I see a lot of similarities in John Walters' style and my own style in the ring. And that excites me because John Walters is a guy that doesn't need to gun for one specific maneuver to finish you, and you've seen me sit here and say the same thing. And so you never know where the finish is going to come from when two guys like that face off, but knowing that we've got a 15-minute time limit, my goal is to finish John Walters before that time limit. I don't want to leave this match in the hands of any judges. I don't trust those judges. I trust myself. I trust my skills. And so I am going to stick to what works. And a lot of the time what works for me is the face lock. So I will be gunning to get that face lock on John Walters within 15 minutes to guarantee that finish and guarantee myself this victory. You look back at the career of John Walters, and John, back then when you had what it took to beat guys like Doug Williams, to beat guys like Jay Lethal, beat guys like Alex Shelley, Homicide, you had what it took back then, but now, John, the shoe is on the other foot. You are a name that I'm going to prove myself against. I'm going to have what it takes to beat you. And then the next step after that is to continue to prove myself as the modern day pure wrestler and continue to purify this company, purify every division in Ring of Honor, and truly restore honor back to this company.
My name is John Walters, and I've been a professional wrestler since January of 2000. I was trained by Hall of Famer Walter Killer Kowalski and Mike Hollow in Boston, Massachusetts, and I won the Ring of Honor Pure Wrestling title in 2004. Winning the Ring of Honor Pure Wrestling Championship was the most prestigious thing I had done in my career up to that point. Wrestling Doug Williams was fantastic, but on top of that, I won the title in Boston, Massachusetts in front of my friends, my family, and my hometown crowd. It was one of the most thrilling moments in my career. My goal as Pure Wrestling Champion was to bring prestige and Pure Wrestling back to Ring of Honor, and I did that by being the second longest reigning Ring of Honor Pure Wrestling Champion. I beat Nigel McGuinness, I beat Alex Shelley, I beat Homicide, I beat Jay Lethal, I beat Jimmy Rave, I beat the best of the best in the Pure division in Ring of Honor. I'm back because the Ring of Honor Pure title is back. And there's a movement started by Jonathan Gresham, started by guys like Tracy Williams, and all these guys you've seen in this Pure Wrestling title tournament. They're bringing honor, pure wrestling, and technical wrestling back to ROH. I don't want to just be a part. I want to be on top of the Pure Wrestling ladder, and that's exactly what I'm going to do, and I'm going to start with Tracy Williams. Tracy Williams made a statement that he wants to be the modern day version of the former Pure Wrestling champions. Well, modern day, I'm here. I'm modern day. I'm not a thing of the past. Yeah, maybe I haven't been in the public eye for the past 14 years, but that doesn't mean I've been sitting on my couch eating chips. I've been working out. I've been lifting weights, I've been running, and most importantly, I've been watching from afar. And sometimes when you have the perspective that I've had, when you're watching from your television, you can scout opponents like nobody else can. Tracy Williams has submissions, but so do I. Tracy Williams has reversals, but so do I. Tracy Williams knows how to get out of almost every move, but so do I. I don't need one particular hold or one particular move to finish my opponent. But the sharpshooter submission is always a handy one that's worked for me over the years. I saw how Tracy Williams beat former Pure Wrestling champion Jay Lethal with the face lock. It's an impressive hold. And people have asked me, how are you gonna reverse it? I don't need to reverse it. You're not gonna get me on the mat. You're not gonna get me in that position. You can try, but no way you'll succeed. Tracy, you made it to the finals of the Pure Wrestling title tournament and you lost to Jonathan Gresham. Now there's no shame in losing to a man like Jonathan Gresham, but I hope that you're prepared to lose one more time. You're good. You're very good, but you're not ready for me yet. Tracy, this is not personal. It's business. I want the ROH Pure title, and I'm gonna move you out of the way convincingly to get that belt.
These Pure matches have been the talk of the wrestling world for months now, and the division will only continue to grow. Let's go now to the mercenary, Flip Gordon, who wants to share his thoughts.
I've got a world title shot whenever I want. Except for that's not what's on my mind right now, no. What's on my mind is how everybody's talking about the Pure Championship. And the reason that's on my mind is because I was excluded from the Pure Championship tournament because I'm labeled as a high flyer. I'm not just a high flyer. I'm a fighter. I'm a professional wrestler. And I've beaten former world champions, Hall of Famers, and now I'm coming to the Pure division to prove I belong. I'm not coming to flip and fly. I'm coming to fight. I'm coming to prove that not only am I one of the best high flyers in the world, but I'm one of the best technical wrestlers too. Don't believe me? Come watch.
I have it on very good authority that Flip Gordon will have his opportunity in a Pure Rules match very soon on ROH TV. What will not happen on TV soon is the previously scheduled rematch with the Briscoes and tag team champions Jonathan Gresham and Jay Lethal. Originally planned for last April, the match never took place due to the pandemic, and ROH officials had planned on signing it for an upcoming episode of ROH TV. But right now, Jay's full undivided attention is on EC3, and his brother Mark has had enough. So let's hear from Mark now.
11 times. That sounds kind of good. 11 times. You know what sounds better though? 12 times. 12 time Ring of Honor World Tag Team Champions. And I got it right in my back pocket. Jay, you got it right in your back pocket. That rematch clause. We are due a tag title shot. Look at what time of year it is, baby. Final battle time, baby. Let's do this. But now, you too worried about a man named EC3. Why you worried about that man? Come on, man, you gotta focus. But I know you hard-headed. Not only that, been an asshole all quarantine. Think that mask is constricting the oxygen to your brain. But that's beside the point. Here we are, got this title shot in the back pocket, and all you worried about is some man named EC3. Well, I tell you what, I know what I'm gonna do, because a man has got to do what a man has got to do. I'm going to get these titles. I just gotta find a partner.
Mark Briscoe could choose a paper bag as his tag team partner, and he'd probably still win, and that's something that y'all really ought not forget. Ring of Honor returns to pay-per-view for Final Battle on Friday, December 18th, and I'm curious about what matches you want to see. We know for sure that we'll see the first ever Pure Rules tag team match, and all of the championships are scheduled to be defended. Let us know on Twitter what matches you want to see using hashtag Final Battle. Give us your answers to that question on Twitter, and the ROH roster have the answers to this week's Question of the Week. What's your favorite wrestling move?
Warning, the following stunt is being done by trained professionals. Don't be a Melvin. Don't try this at home.
I'm Matt Taven, and this is the Frog Splash.
Hello Ring of Honor fans, I'm Bandido, and my favorite move in the wrestling world is antebrazo, clothesline, or lariato.
Alright, I think for the first time ever in Question of the Week, I'm going to give one answer, and one answer only, and that is a DDT. But it has to be a Jake the Snake DDT. I don't think I ever saw anyone kick out from a Jake the Snake Roberts DDT.
There's nothing better than a good old-fashioned spear.
Off the ropes, spear, connects!
It has to be my finishing move, the Slexecution. A spinning kick to the head that I can hit on anyone at any time, big or small, it doesn't matter, it gets the job done.
This is Hot Sauce Tracy Williams, and my favorite professional wrestling move is, of course, the Killer.
My favorite wrestling move is the short arm scissors.
My favorite move is the choke slam.
The choke slam. Simple, but effective.
My favorite submission is the double wrist lock.
Yes! Yes! Yes!
My favorite move in all of wrestling? It would have to be the women's slap.
He's here. Oh! Amy Rose!
Just kidding. I call myself the Diamond Diva for a reason, and it's because I love the Diamond Cutter.
Hey a todos mis amigos, les habla su amigo Flamita solamente para mandarles un cordial saludo y para informarles que mis dos movimientos favoritos en la lucha libre, creo que uno es el 450 y el segundo es el Spanish Fly. Creo que son dos movimientos favoritos que tiene Flamita.
Hey, what's up, Ring of Honor Nation? Ray Horace here. I just want to tell you that one of my favorite moves is a move that I've been watching since I was a little kid in Tijuana. A move made by Super Astro and then made famous by Rey Mysterio Jr. Of course, is the 619.
Bangarang.
Favorite wrestling move? Probably the J Driller. Right? No, because it tells you what's gonna happen to you and who's gonna do it. It's a really informative move.
My favorite wrestling move is when Rad used to get him in a pump handle and bring him all the way up into a proper power slam.
My favorite wrestling move is definitely the Texas Cloverleaf.
This is Wheeler Yuta, and my favorite wrestling move is the German suplex hold.
What's my favorite wrestling move? It's one I never get tired of seeing, a perfectly executed shooting star press. The form, the elevation, the hang time when it's just right, mwah! 'Cause you're like a shooting star.
Not enough people in our society value strength, which is why my favorite move is the Gorilla Press.
Hello, yes, Danhausen here. Danhausen's favorite finishing maneuver is by Cold Steve. He goes around, he goes, finger swear to you, and then he gives you a Cold Steve stunner. Very evil.
Roaring elbow.
What is my favorite wrestling move? Man, there's so many to choose from. I like the stunner. I like the package pile driver. Choke slam's really cool. When Roosh does those things in the corner with his knees. That's pretty cool. Taven's thing where he grabs the head and jams him right down. That's pretty cool. But I think my favorite of all time would probably be the frog splash, because you can do it on anyone from anywhere, even a guy set up on a table on the outside.
You gotta be kidding me.
Equals mass times acceleration.
So my favorite move, it's got to be a swanton bomb, fellas.
My favorite wrestling move is... What's that? Oh, right, duh. It's a body slam.
Most of you bozos will call it a clothesline, and I'm sure some jackass on the internet will say, no, it's a lariat! But the only move that matters to the Mecca is the one that hits you so hard, it makes Stan Hansen have 20/20 vision. And that's the Mecca locomotive.
Just kidding. Favorite move by far, all time, is the top rope elbow drop. None better.
I believe that I've said this before, but I have zero issue stating again that my favorite professional wrestling move is pretty much any power slam variation. Our weekly schedule of content delivery continues and is not slowing down anytime soon. In fact, I wouldn't be surprised if it sped up. You have so many options to choose from, like the ROH Strong podcast, Happy Hour with the Bouncers, Technique Tuesdays with Joe Hendry, Throwback Thursday, The Honor List, all of that and much, much more. It's also the first of the month, so cash your checks and check out everything hitting the ROH Pro Shop, like the Matt Taven The Trend t-shirt, Dalton Castle's Electric t-shirt, a new SOS shirt, a Hot Sauce Tracy Williams t-shirt, Brody King, and many more. That's all for this week. Don't forget to join us for our #WatchROH watch party this Monday at 7 p.m. Eastern. You can follow me on Twitter at Quinn McKay and Ring of Honor at Ring of Honor across the social media board. I'm Quinn McKay, and I'll see you next week on Week by Week.
Imagine working at a job for 15 years, doing everything asked of you, putting in the hard work, the extra time, and never, not once, getting the credit that you deserve. You feel overlooked, underappreciated, invisible.
You are one of the best pure athletes Ring of Honor has ever seen, and not once have you got your due.
You sat back and watched your friends be rewarded for backstabbing and corruption. And even after all that, you still show up to work every day with a smile on your face. You are the foundation.
You can run circles around this entire locker room. You look better than this entire locker room. It's time your hard work is rewarded.
They all say that you are a core fiber of this company, but you know in your heart that you've been abandoned and stripped of all recognition. You finally start to notice they do not appreciate you. They do not take you seriously. They do not want to see you thrive, but Pure Wrestling, I do. You are the foundation.
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 You are the foundation. You're the foundation. You are the foundation. You are the foundation.
You are the
You
foundation.
are the foundation.
You are the foundation.
You are the foundation.
I am the foundation.